Yes. Yes. DLG, Willie, you can unmute and proceed with the invocation.
Okay, I was trying to assist DP Leo.
Okay.
President Richard, fellow Kiwanians, I guess, join me, or bow your heads. Heavenly Father, help us to remember that we are here to serve, not to be served. Remind us daily of the many who need to be helped. Guide us to be there for others and assist them in times of need. Now bless the president and the members of the club, and yes, this and other mercy we ask in your son's precious name. Amen.
Amen. Okay. In my opening remarks, I'd first of all say how happy we are to have our guest speaker with us. We are all smiling already. I see PC Carrington Grant was on early. And I'd also like to remind everyone to complete the Barbie Fry returns. There are just a few tickets outstanding. At this time, I'm going to invite President-designate Paul Peart to bring us the welcome and introduction of members and visiting clubs and SLPs.
Yes, thank you very much, President Richard. Good evening, all. Well, I want to join President Richard and other members of the club to extend a welcome to everyone on this platform and to our special guest this evening. We're looking forward to a belly full of laughter and, of course, to learn more about you. This evening, I will be doing the roll call of clubs. Let me ask if there are any clubs that are visiting from outside of Jamaica to identify yourself and your delegation. Okay. Are there any clubs within Division 25? Division 24?
25, President Anthony here from Kiwanis Club of Rosal, Montego Bay, Division 25. Happy to be here with you this evening.
Thank you very much, President Anthony, for joining. Are you alone or are you expecting others?
I am alone. I am alone. Others are joining will be joining shortly.
Okay, then. Thank you so very much.
My pleasure, my brother.
Yes, yes.
No, come on, it's still going.
Okay. Could you mute your mics, please?
Switch right there.
Yes, go ahead. DP Janelle.
I did not come out.
Excuse me, hello? Yes. Are there any clubs? Are there any clubs from Division 24? DP Stewart.
That might laugh, yeah.
DP Janelle.
DP Janelle.
Not to mute you.
Okay, then thank you very much, DP Desmond. Okay, let us continue. Are there any clubs from Division 24? Division 23 West.
Good evening, PD Paul.
Yes, good evening.
Members of the Kiwanis Club of Kingston. This is DLG Christine from the Kiwanis Club of the First City. Sharing with you this evening. I'm alone at the moment. I'm expecting others to join, but I'm looking forward to a really exciting meeting. Happy to be with you.
I'm on with.
Oh, there's my wonderful president. President Lillian is now on. I'm sharing with you, PD Paul.
Okay, thank you very much for joining, DLG Christine and your delegation.
G, I'm on with you.
Yes, Pres.
Yes.
Lovely.
Yes. Okay. Any other clubs on Division 23 West?
Yes, PD Paul, good evening. This is President Janet from the Kiwanis Club of the Sunshine City, Portmore. There are 5 of us joining you this evening, and we're really looking forward to hear from your guest speaker. So thank you for the invite.
You're most welcome, and thanks for joining, and welcome to your delegation as well.
Thanks.
Any other clubs from Division 23 West? If not, Division 23 East. Okay. Division 23 West. No clubs from Division 23. I said East. Division 23 Central.
Hi, good evening, PD Paul.
Good evening.
This is Secretary LaShawn from the Kiwanis Club of Worthington, Kingston. I'm bringing greetings on behalf of my president, Nikita. We have a delegation of 2 persons, myself and DLG Eileen, and we're looking forward to other members joining in the meeting. We are happy to be here and have a great evening.
Okay, then. Thank you very much for joining. Are there any other clubs from Division 23 Central?
That was 23 East DP Paul, PD Paul.
Okay, go ahead and introduce the delegation, DLG Eileen.
No, Secretary LaShawn just did it, but I was saying that we were from 23 East.
Okay, then, wonderful. Yes, thank you very much.
And I'm very happy to be on this evening, and I'm looking forward to Deon's presentation. She was my neighbor at Marybrown's Corner, Grove Manor, so I'm looking forward. Hi, Deon. Eileen.
I don't know if them can't hear you, but supposed to.
Yeah. Okay. All right then.
Sorry. DP Leo, we're hearing you. So I suggest you keep your microphone muted for the moment because you've been coming on and off, right?
Okay, thank you, DP Desmond. Are there any other clubs from Division 23 Central? Okay. Can I move to our SLPs? Would identify your club and how many members in the delegation?
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is President Joshua Brown from the American University College Secretary International Club. And here with me is one of our members, Miss Amanda Williams. We're looking forward to a wonderful meeting.
Thank you very much for joining. Always a pleasure to have you, President Joshua.
PD Paul.
Yes.
Good evening.
I was wondering. Yes, President Michael.
I'm sorry. I was checking to see how many of us was in the meeting. At the moment, it's only 2 of us, myself and DP Barry. But I expect that others will join soon.
Okay, President Michael. Thanks for joining. So the
You're welcome.
Oh, PD Paul.
Yes, I'm here. Go ahead.
President Anthony again, just to update you that I'm joined by 2 more of my members, Kiwanian Cavell and Kiwanian Shirley.
Okay, wonderful. Thanks. Okay, thanks for that update. All right. Any other SLPs?
Yes, good evening, PD Paul. KR Courtney Palmer from the Kingston College Key Club. Flying solo tonight, but hopefully other members will join soon. Looking forward to agreement.
All right, thanks. Okay, thanks for joining and thanks for being here as usual. Okay, are there any visitors of Kiwanians, any prospects? I see quite a bit of unnamed person, Galaxy A331, iPhone. Could you identify yourself, if possible? Are you guests of Kiwanians or prospects? We're not sure.
Hi, PD Paul.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Eurydice. I'm just a regular visitor, just visiting tonight again. And I'm looking forward to a good evening.
Okay, thanks for joining, and it's always a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, then, President.
One more time at your PD. I am now joined by my treasurer, Treasurer Heather.
Okay, noted. Thank you very much.
Good all fellow Kiwanians. This is VP Marshalline from the Kiwanis Club of Darliston Supreme Division 25. I'm alone at the
Hey,
moment.
brother, sorry.
Others will
Have
be
been-
joining shortly.
No, me need
Looking
me.
for a great meeting.
Okay, then. Thanks for joining. I didn't hear how many members are in the delegation. Are you the only one?
I'm alone at the moment. Others will be joining shortly.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, then, President Richard, I think that's it.
Yes,
Greeting, Press. If you'd indulge me for a minute, good evening.
Yes,
Go ahead,
President Kingsley, Kiwanis Club of Outer Western Jamaica. I am joined, I think, by 2 other club members at this time. It's our pleasure to be with you, and we look forward to sometimes seeing the members of your club joining us every second and fourth Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. as we meet. Thank you.
Okay, then, President Kingsley, thank you very much. Duly noted.
Good night, President Labria Heron here from the St. Hughes High School Key Club. I don't recall hearing SLPs, but I am here accompanied by my wonderful treasurer, by our wonderful treasurer, Paris Campbell.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much for joining. Okay, then, President Richard.
Sorry, PD Paul.
Yes, I'm here.
Darliston Supreme, we're now 3 in number.
Okay, thank you very much for that update.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, President, short one, yes.
Are there any apologies for absence? If there are no apologies for absence, we'll now go to Vice President Designate Newton Ramdal for recognition of birthdays and anniversaries. Over to you, VP Designate.
Thank you, President Richard. Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is having a great evening. I know if you are not yet, by the time Deon is finished with you, everybody will be rolling. For this week, we have Kiwanian Anthony Harris, who celebrates his birthday tomorrow, June 30, right? We also have Rose, who is the wife of Kiwanian Colin Barnett, who celebrates her birthday on the 1st, which is Thursday. And I don't know if it's coincidence, but past director Gladstone Mallet also celebrates his birthday on June 1. Also, the one happy anniversary we have for this week is DLGE Trevor Christian and Carol, who celebrate their anniversary on July 2. Well, I'm sure it's more than 2 years they are married, but for what it's worth, it is on July 2. So if DLG Trevor is on, he may be able to tell us that if it's 40 or 50 years. Anyway.
Only 55.
Only 55.
And rising.
Yeah. And rising.
Well, I tell you something, DLG, you have some people listening to you now who are not even half of 55. So you have something to tell them about.
Some were not thought of.
Well, congratulations when it comes.
Thank you, sir.
And say hello to Carol for us.
Will do.
All right. And I don't know if there's anyone else who is celebrating any special occasion this week, next week, who wants to just open their mic and let us know about it.
So today's my anniversary.
Okay, Diana Denton. Who Diana Denton?
Marshalline.
Oh, VP Marshalline. Today's your anniversary.
Yes.
Okay. You know, I was just about to sing happy anniversary. And I realized I can't sing, so I won't do it. Right?
That's all right. That's funny. Thanks, just the same. It's the sentiment.
Oops, I just did it. Congrats. I hope you have many, many more happy anniversaries.
Thank you very much.
All right. Anybody else want to share with us? Nobody else?
I just want to just say that today is DLG Gertlin Holman's birthday. I forgot to call her, but I'm going to call her just after this meeting.
Well, the good thing about it, DLG Eileen, is that the day is not yet done. So as long as
I've made it public too.
all right, so as long as we call her in the next 4.5 hours, we're still on the day. So thanks for sharing that with us.
All right, great.
All right. Anybody else having any special day coming up that they know or one that they know about?
So good night, everyone. President Joshua here from the Michael. Well,
Yes.
not me in particular, but my father, who's always here listening in. Today is his 30th anniversary.
Okay, great to hear, President Joshua, and you're on with us at Kiwanis Club of Kingston so often that I guess your dad is one of us, and I'm glad to hear.
More than likely.
Yeah. So say happy anniversary to him for us.
Definitely.
Okay. Anyone else? All right. Well, since there's no one else, I know there's one special moment everybody's waiting on to hear what Deon has to say. So I'll pass it back to you, President Richard.
Yes, thank you, VP Designate. And now I invite VP Stuart Spencer, who has the pleasure of introducing our guest speaker this evening. Over to you, VP Stuart.
Before you do that, President, shall we take you on his education before we?
Yes, my apologies, DLG Willie. Anxiety has got the better of me this evening. I now invite you to bring Kiwanis education before we hand over to DP Stuart. On to mute their microphones for us.
Okay.
Education.
President Richard, fellow Kiwanians, in place of Kiwanis education this evening, I'm going to highlight some of what took place at the recent Leadership Training and Education Conference held in Salt Lake City over the weekend from June 23 to June 26, attended by over 500 Kiwanians in person and over 2,000 Kiwanians virtually. The following Kiwanians were elected to form the new Kiwanis International Administration for 2021 to 2022. President Peter Mancuso of North Belmore, New York. Vice President Katrina J. Barranco. Newly elected KI trustees for the U.S. and Pacific Coast, Gary Graham, Dan Leagold, and Linda Lothar. The Eastern Canada and the Caribbean, our own Velma Hope Marks, and representing Europe, Ileana Schaefer. All were elected to their position Saturday morning, along with new trustees during the meeting of the Kiwanis International Council. The present 5 goals in 20 words he described as building new clubs, increase membership, strengthen existing clubs to increase membership, engage our SLPs, support Kiwanis Children's Fund. There are a number of very good speakers and educational workshops. Focus of the convention on 4 elements: diversity, equality, inclusiveness, and belonging. Finally, awards. Congratulations to the Kiwanis Club of Providence, Montego Bay, for first place in the Signature Project in Tier 2 for clubs with 28 members and over, with the annual Cancer Walk and 5K charity run. And to our Circle K clubs within the Caribbean Circle K district for the many awards that they took over the weekend. And finally, our immediate past governor, Bob Spellin, for now being recognized as distinguished governor for the East C and C district. This is only a brief report. As more detailed report we prepared for the board meeting and circulated to members. President Richard, that's the highlights of the conference. Thank you.
Thank you very much, DLG Willie. I now hand over to DP Stuart to introduce our guest speaker. And DP, as well, I'm going to ask you to mute all microphones first, and then DP Stewart will introduce our guest speaker. Please unmute DP Stewart. Yes, DP Stewart, please unmute your microphone.
Hold on. Unmute DP Stewart. We're not hearing you. He's going to have to start.
I'll try and signal to him. We're not hearing you, DP Stewart.
He's going to have to start again.
Unmute your microphone.
Are you hearing me on this one?
Yeah, strength 5. Go ahead.
No, I'm unmuted on the other device, so I'm not sure why you're not hearing me on that. So I'll switch to this one. Yeah, I will. Fellow Kiwanians and guests, this is indeed a pleasure for me this evening to introduce one of my favorite people, Deon Silvera, who has been, so much a part of our theater culture for a long time. No, I'm not really going to do an introduction because she's here today to tell us a bit about herself. So it would be redundant if I was to sit here now and start telling you a lot about her. However, I will say a few things, pretty much sticking to what I had on the flyer. One of my favorite plays was the one I saw her in many years ago called Ecstasy. That's part of her credits. And there's Ring Games on TV, Oliver at Large, a couple of movies, The Mighty Queen and Better Must Come. We all remember Royal Palm Estates. And then when Jamaica was 50, she did a let's call it a one-woman show, Jamaica 50 to Rotted, and several LTM pantomimes. And to top it off, several awards along the way, JCDC awards, bigger awards, and also Caribbean Hall of Fame awards. So we have somebody here who has, been in the midst of our presence. Some of us, we don't really know, may not know her personally, but she's like one of us. And with that said, I now invite Deon, and please, I wanted to ask you to unmute your mic, but don't bother, because sometimes when we unmute, we forget to mute again. But at least join me in welcoming our guest, Deon Silvera. Deon, over to you.
Wow, what an intro. All protocols observed. Now look here now. I was called by Mr. Stewart to tell my story. But since that I heard I am going to be a guest speaker. So I'm here saying, I wonder what me I gonna do. So I come with my script, well, pretty and nice, but me I gonna drop it. And I promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. All right. So the stories. We have to talk the things real. For those who don't understand the nation's language, we have to try and understand it. I was born in a little town called Jacks River in St. Mary, about 2 miles from Aracabessa, where Peony Wally come out at night, frog jump and things are gone. Now I was born to Dorothy Wilson and Houghton Silvera. I'm the first child for Dorothy Wilson of many children. And of course, I really don't know where I fall in the line of children on the father's line, because holy. And when I tell him loved the name Deon so much. He was the one who named me Deon. He loved the name Deon so much that he gave 2 of his children Deon. Now he told the mothers he really loved Deon Warwick. And so the mothers run on to the name. Little did one know, so the other one down the road, about a mile down the road, had the same name. Only that one is D-E-O-N and one is D-I-O-N-N-E. So Deon and two Deon Silvera will love each other. Pick me like dirt. Silvera John Bully was called. However, I grew up in the Christian faith, in the Baptist faith. Rockabessa Baptist and Jacksboro Baptist. Reverend R.O. Maddox was my big time minister who really let me be, garnered me in the Christian faith. I went to Jacks River Basic School. A lady named Miss Mary Basic School, and a Rockabessa Jacks River Primary and a Rockabessa High School. During my years at a Rockabessa High School, my teacher, Miss Ferran, she discovered me. I wanted to be a nurse or even a teacher, but you won't know. And why I said nurse, we grow pigs, and I used to be the one who delivered all those piglets during the time when that time would come for them to be facing earth. So my passion for nursing was up. But my teacher saw it differently, and so she sent me off. She told me one day, I was shy, so she called me one day and said, look, I'm going to be sending you off to the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, and I want you to do this poem called Rough Riding Tramp. But honestly, in my early years, if you know me, I was super shy. However, me take on the task. I went and I won gold. The second year, she sent me again, another gold. Third year, another gold. And so I became a big gold medalist. Proud Jamaican. When people come and say me hear about the gold medalist, Deon Silvera, from the speech and drama competition there. Man, it was awesome. All right, so school finished, graduation over, and parents didn't have it. And so they had a Jamaica, I think Michael Manley introduced the Jamaica Youth Corps program. I entered, and it was a one-year program. I entered, and I was selected. So they sent me off to Jacksboro Primary School, where I taught there with at the school in the community. Big thing. Because when the people see in the community, a big thing are going. All right. So that was they had now a cultural exposition. 14 parishes now. We're going to be competing for a scholarship. I entered and I won. I came to Kingston, Jamaica. Big thing. Never forget the day I land out of a tree with my Dulcimina and a big bag of food. If you know my granny, she give me a carton box and another crocus box. I'm out in a half a tree square stand up looking for a taxi now to go to Mullines Road. Now in my head space, Mullines Road is a big place, nice place. When I reached there, 5 Marvel Avenue is a little lane. Zinc fence, both sides. Culture shock, lick my back. Look, I don't want to get out alive, but I was really appalled by because I'm coming from, I know we're poor, but space was there, big yard space and everything. So now I'm in this lane, but honestly, I must tell you, the love those people showed me in that lane made me who I am today. Not long after, about 3 years later, I left there and I went on. So now I'm at drama school, and I would walk from there every single day, to and fro, back and forth. So I would go through Tarrant Drive, along into Richmond Park, Crossroads, over there. Because the money never did it. So may I walk to school and back. You understand? I'm here and talking, which is kind of disturbing. So I'll walk to school and back, but the theater turn up are doing well in school, doing well. All right. Right after that, 3 years later, it became a little uncomfortable. So I left but remember I told you the love was there. I left and I went to Dunkirk. And let me tell you now, Dunkirk was a real place. And Auntie Amen was living there. And there, all of those acting, when you see me behave like bad girls, that's where I got those girls, man, I'd watch them and just learn from them. Anyway, at drama school now. My teacher, Keith Noel, was the director for a play called The Good Doctor. He was my voice and speech teacher. And so he invited me to do the play The Good Doctor and Ed Wallace production. I did several characters, from a go-go to a prostitute to a mother. And I think I nailed it. I alternated with a lady named Martha Armstrong. And only when Martha was not able to do the part that I would get to do my thing. But nonetheless, it was well done. So pantomime was auditioning now. Bobby Gisses came to the pantomime and saw me and said, all right, I'm inviting you to come and audition. And I did. When I got there, I was excited. But after being chosen, after a few weeks, I was dropped. I was dropped because they were saying that too many people on the chorus line, and Jackie Guy thought I didn't have any sense of rhythm. So I was dropped. Anyway, I told them that I will stay on for free. I'll stay just to get the experience. I'd want to stay there and just because I came there with that passion to do well. Anyway, they said it wasn't possible, but I stayed on. I would still come to the rehearsal. Bobby Gisses told me, still come, man, and hang out, which I did. About 2 days later, one of the ladies decided she was going off on a tour, and so Babsy Kaisi go pin that shell. Hey, who in the pantomime? Deon Silvera. Yes. And that night, I never forget, when I hit that stage, I just look up and say, yes, thank you, Jesus. I got a part now in the pantomime. I was playing Clarice, and Clarice would say, Boosam Tari, Boosam. I alternated with Omelda James. And one night, there was another area, another part that that lady didn't turn up that night, and Olive and I was on the stage doing a thing I never forget when I dash out and say, what you doing in your Miss Can? I hope you don't come feel look to one man. Not one of them in your water scent. Not one of them could have paid you rent. And a man when I take this stage, the whole place come down, full roofs on fire. The place was on fire. Anyway, that showed now that Deon was, after that, it was just shows after shows after shows. I got pregnant. What stopped me from that pantomime was getting pregnant with my first child, Asphalt. I'm a mother of 3 boys. And that show now, we reach at the pantomime now. After the pantomime, I went to work with Ginger Night. I did several other shows, but as I said, shows after shows after shows after shows after shows. TV commercials, radio commercials. Too much to name at this time. Too many. Anyway, the favorite show of Mr. Stewart now, Ecstasy. David Aaron approached me one day and said, Deon, I want you to do this role. It's a go-go dancer role. Go-go dancer? But me don't know anything about go-go dancing, because not only am I from the Baptist faith, but go-go dancer, what is that? So Trevor Nairn, who is still my favorite director to this day, walked us through, and we decided that he said, all right, come with what you think. Present what you have as a go-go. And so I started to do my thing, bubbling and going on all nice, and a bubble and a go on and a go on. He said to me, no, what you're indeed giving me is dancehall. I want go-go. And a definition of go-go is an erotic dance. You will be gyrating from top to bottom, from the roof to the ground, from ceiling to over there. So I was ready to give up the role, but anyway, determination. I said, no, I'm going to do it. And I went off to the go-go clubs. So I went to Center Pole, I went to Howie's, I went to the one on where NIS is. I went down to Crossroad. Every night I'll be there just watching the girls dance. And so much that they thought I was probably, I don't know, from the, that's what, they were curious. Because everybody say, oh, come the girl here, come every night, come watch us. So what? Anyway, I saw one that I thought that was the character. And I called her name was Sophia. And she said, yeah, man, what you say? Yeah, no, come help you. I said, I was very proud. I said, good night, my name is Deon Silvera. I'm researching a character. Her name is Jewel, and she's a go-go dancer. And I'd love for you to show me some of those moves. And she said, yes, what you mean? And she came to the place we were rehearsing, Barn Theater, and she wore the sequence with me, all this over the table, on top of the table, in the roof, over the bench with the guy. Lord Jesus, it was so good. I stood in the back one night, I hear a lady saying, an uptown lady, oh yes, I was told that she's a real go-go, you know. Yes, I was told, and nothing of the sort, but I excelled. That year I won the Best Actress Award, 1994. And I know that Mr. Stewart came about 6 times or so, Sir Stewart. He kept coming to see that production, Joey. And so I moved on now. Another favorite of mine was Delia's Ring Game, and where I played Betty. Betty was one who was very in love with Joe, and they met in school. And Betty's character now, we had a girl living with us in the country many years ago called Lynn. And so Lynn was, she would talk like this, and me say, me they go down there, you know, ma. And when the picking in there, now hear, you know, ma. And every time I talk, you know, ma, the picking in them. So I decided that I was going to be playing that character. And so when I did that, I won another ITI award. There was another production of Delia's production called Maddie, where I was totally gone. You know, I got insane by my university boyfriend. That's the character now, and not Deon. And you know, won gold again for that one. And the other one was Country Wedding, where I played the narrator of that show. So it's been a lot of work. I don't know, I was told that you're going to be asking questions, but if I go over those productions now, as Mr. Aston Cook, God rest his soul, was one of my favorite writers. Delia was one of another very good writer and director, and also one of those ladies who we have excellent chemistry with. What's her name again? Terry Salmon. Terry Salmon again, another great one. So the story continues. All right, I'm not sure where I'm going with the story, but the story is Deon now became world acclaimed and traveling. I've gone all over the world with the little talent. I remember what a little girl said to me once when we came to the pantomime, look how far we live a bush. Oh, you will ever be on this stage. When I looked, it was Arawa forward up in St. Columbus. We came to see, and I remember she said to me, look how far you live. How you going to ever grace that stage? And when I got there. So I just want to pick up all the people who made it possible for me. But there are more to the story, you know, and I'm not sure if some of them I can really share. I was told that I only have half an hour, There was Bashment Granny. I remember when I went to work with Shibada, no, it was crossing over now with the roots and the inner city. And that was another journey that, Lord have mercy, it was something else, because when you're on stage with Shibada, when you are given a script and you are going line by line, he's coming with improvisation, and you have to be sharp on your, you have to be on your P's and Q's to really get going with Shibada. But I have to big him up. And so I'd really love to big up, because normally people will hear about these presentations and said, I didn't talk about them. Ed Wallace was a very good person. I enjoyed working with Ginger Knight. I did shows with Balfour Anderson, Better Theatre Company, Lenford Salmon, Jambies, Lenford Patrick, and Trevor, Ellis International, which is IT and Blacker, Stages, Bonnie Allen, David Aaron, which is Ecstasy, Delia Harris, I told you about all those shows I did for Delia, Aston Cook, Basil Dawkins, Angela Jarrett, Something Fishy, Dennis Titus, and Oliver Samuels, which is, I want to big up Oliver, because Oliver is the person who really and truly molded me as an actress. He was the one who taught me how to really punch lines, how to deliver. If I'm on stage, I would see, and he would wonder how Deon can get the laughs going. So he would say to me, shut up your mouth. They're laughing. So what I'll do now, I'd like tame the crowd. I'm like, I'm about to speak, and then boom, give it to them. So Oliver is one of those persons who taught me that. Leonie Forbes was another instrumental person in my life who taught me the ins and outs of theater. I want to big up Leonie Forbes as well. Faye and Ruth Oshie. I really don't want to go into the name calling, because, you get into a little place where somebody go and say, oh, you never call me. But let me go back to the producers, Sure Thing Production, Yana Production, JCDC, the overseas promoters, Willie Jackson, Trudy Bell, Marcia Brown, the online, recently my Telefy TV with Miss Donna group, Whirlwind group of companies, and all those. I just want to say thank you so very much. And to you, my beloved fans who are always there for me, always supporting me, I could not have done it without you. So now, if there's any question at all you want to ask me, go ahead, I'm ready for you. I think basically it's just the surface I would have given you, because I was told only 30 minutes. But if there's anything, any personal thing, anything you want to ask me, feel free to ask me at this time. I'm ready. Christine Long, I see you're smiling. You want to ask?
Well, I have a question in the chat, but I'll ask it, what are some of the challenges that you experience, during the journey, and what might have been the most challenging?
All right, no money. There are some producers who employ you, and they will tell you that they're going to give you X, and at the end of it, they will tell you, boy, things never work out. And I will give you an example. I'd gone to do Ecstasy in Miami. The place sell off. People in the aisle. People are roll. Excitement. And they told us that after 1,000 people, you would have gotten a raise. Well, there was a meeting the night. I saw Lenford Salmon coming to us and said, boy, the gentleman said it was only 997 people in the audience, so we won't be able to get the raise.
Oh my God.
And when me tell you, the fire brigade would have come because people in the island. It was a show that went there for several, about 7-8 times. That same Ecstasy. So that was one. And sometimes someone would call and say, Deon, we wanted to do a show, but there's no money. This is all I do. This is all I do. There is no money.
Oh
But
my
we're a giving family. My family, I was raised always to give. And so I give of my all. Because the people, the people, are the ones that I really and truly love and admire. I love to see people laugh. And so even if they don't pay me, it's okay. Yes?
Thank you
Anything,
so much.
if you want to ask me about
always loved your acting. Enjoy your plays.
Yeah,
Thanks a
man,
lot.
yeah, man, yeah, man. It could go on and on, you know, but I hear there's a question and answer segment, and basically that was the journey from St. Mary to here, but there are deeper journeys, you know. But
Hi, Deon.
free. Yes, Mr. Stewart.
I just wanted to say that I did say that because we meet at night, we're like flexible at the time, so we wouldn't have a problem. But let me ask you this: the whole COVID and how COVID has affected the theater and you in particular. Can you give us some insight into that?
Yes, man. No, not a thing happened. I did 4 online plays, 1 for Through the Bell, and I did 3 for online Telefy Whirlwind. It's not the same. It's not the same, but it affected us badly. No money. We haven't worked since March. Apart from those 4 productions, that's all I did for the entire time. But I'm a very resilient girl, and I just do things, you know, different things. The only thing I won't do is prostitution. I do just about anything. So I went out and just did a rent-a-car thing, and someone will give me some commission from it. I saw some sheet set. I went cooking. I won a cooking contest with it was a porridge competition. And I won 150 cooking porridge. So if you guys would love for me to cook porridge for you one day, feel free, I can come over and do the cooking. Yeah, man, but it was hard. It was hard. We're opening up now and we're hoping for the best, but there was nothing, as you can see. And even the onlines didn't work. And it's so different because when you're performing, it's like dead ear. That, you know, that it's just
no vibes.
No vibe, no. And you know, I work off the people.
Yeah. All right, Deon. President Anthony Kiwanis Club of Rose Hall, Montego Bay.
Yes.
I just want to commend you first from that humble beginning to the spotlight in Kingston and the Caribbean and the world.
Yes.
But your personality is something that I tell you, all Jamaican who watch the performing arts would remember right throughout their lifetime. You're one of those, once you reach on the stage, it seems like you just turn into a fool.
All right. Yeah. You want to hear how I go out? Well, I'm a lover of people. I love people right here. And once my audience is laughing, I really. So a lot of time when they give me dramatic roles, I'm good at them, you know, but I prefer comedy because I like laughter. And I remember Ecstasy, persons were there crying, and you know, all of that. But thanks for thinking.
Yeah, man. Just as a recommendation though, with all the talent and expertise that you have, I am wondering if you have gone back to St. Mary or any of those in the community.
Every week.
Very good.
Yes, man.
So because you know that's where the skill is, you know, that's where we have the skills and the talent, you know.
Yes, no, man. I have to go back home. My teacher, Miss Farron, she's the one who molded me, and the people in St. Mary. Let me tell you, see, when I was a little girl, my grandmom lived in Retreat Content. And every year we'd go there to spend time with her. And she would just show us off. My sister and I would do 2 little poems, and every minute them pay to put us up. Now we're 60s girls, you know. I'm just wearing well, but I was born in the 60s. And so I remember she would just put us on stage. There was a little youth club, and every year when we, the 2 girls, reached Bamboo Walk, it would be one jollification because first we concert, keep it up, concert, keep it up, concert, and they put on this to pay us. And I remember when pound, shilling, and pence came in, and them say like, I remember those days, you know, when we used to use pound and we were little girls, and they put 10, that time a big money to us. And then I would go home with a little basket full of money, pound, shilling, and pence. And then when we got on the 8th day of September, 1969, when we got turned over to the money we're using now, dollars and cents. I remember when we went back that other year, man, whole heap of money. Look like enough money. Come on, we did the rounds, man. Yeah, man. And I'm always there. I'm always there.
That was real money.
Huh?
That was real money at the time. And
yeah, man, pound. I never forget that money though, you know. Pound, shilling, and pence. Yes.
May I just say one thing? I am convinced that you love your audience, you love people, because I met you at a funeral.
Yes.
And I was so anxious to meet you in person. Next thing you said to me, you married yet?
Look here. No, I no, man. I'm always giving trouble. I got beaten for that, you know, because I remember when I was 5, I'm just inquisitive. I'm just stay so. But I know I will be famous one day. My grandmother was a Warner lady, you know, and in the younger years, all them something I'm not telling you about. In the younger years, she would go on a thing called a pilgrim journey. So I would be the one who would read the Bible. So the night before, they would have the truck with the tarpaulin and we have a blanket and with things, and as them singing along, we'd go to a place called Craighead in Manchester to meet with other revivalists. And we'll just sing, roll, Jordan, roll, roll, Jordan, roll, roll, Jordan, roll, and do thy work thyself. Go before us, Lord, go before us, and do thy work. And we'd sing that right along the journey till we reach Manchester. Early morning would be there, and then the people there would have, you know, a big meal ready for us. And nighttime now, I'd be the Bible reader. I would read the Bible. Yes, man, I would be the Bible reader. Me have to read, and so them track it now. And them say, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was with, and the earth was with, and them, it was a tracking vibe. And you know, but those were lovely years. And I think some of that too, when I do a revival role, I draw for that.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening.
Go ahead.
I was going to ask how you say you come from St. Mary when I know you have adopted a family in Manchester, but now I realize.
Yes, Karen, Harriet, and those.
Yes.
Yes, I met them along the way when I was going on pilgrim journey. And then when they came to drama school, now Barbara came first, and then Karen, and now we're inseparable.
And you're like
her mother tells first that I'm her daughter.
Yes, that's what I was making reference to.
Yes. So I'm from Manchester too, and I spent some years in St. Thomas as well.
Amazing. Karen sounds like you know. Karen has a
yes.
So
we are close.
Always fool them.
Yes, Karen is one of my best friends at the moment.
Yeah. I see Joshua had his hand up. Joshua.
Go on, Joshua. Feel free, as I said, if it's personal, anything, I'm willing to answer. Yes, Joshua.
While I was at the St. Angelical High School, I did theater arts.
Yes.
And I interviewed, I think it was Glenn Campbell, and he mentioned that one of his greatest regrets, I don't know if it's the same as you, was that while in the field of theater, it took a lot of time from his children that he would spend with them. So I was wondering if it was the same situation with you in your career.
All right, no. Listen, what with me now. I have a family support that is great. I have sisters. I brought my sisters over. Well, they came. I don't want to say I brought because they will say. And we had an excellent family thing. Now, as for Jamiel and Javier, And when they were younger ones, I'd make timetable. So a lot of people will tell you, Deon is a late comer. But here where you something, my children used to be first and foremost. So I would go for them at work. That is there, you know, but him not love the so I was like a mother, father, picking them up for football, dropping them at Miss Abel, picking up them extra lessons. And you know, when I in the evening, so when I reach home, I'd make sure that their dinner, they have their dinner and do the homework with them, and then I flash out. So most time you will hear me outside saying it because I am on the line coming, but no man, I give them quality time. And I have a sister, a dear sister, Debbie. In those days, Debbie used to be my rock at Gibraltar. She used to be dear for me. So when I'm gone now, she would take it from there. No man, I gave them I don't have regrets like that with the boys. They will tell you. They will tell you. And they think I was a strict mother. Because when I say, all right, now I'm off to work now, nobody no come out of the house. Nobody can come out of the house. Yeah, so I think I did well during the parenting years. Irene, what do you think? Irene is there. She was my neighbor. Irene. I don't hear Irene. Irene used to be there. And I took in many of my nieces and nephews, and you would always have children coming through.
It's Eileen you're calling, not Irene.
I call her Irene, man.
Oh,
Eileen.
That's her friend name. Good.
And a friend in the country named Irene, and she looks like her. When I came, I met her, I just kept saying Irene. She's Eileen. So she will tell you about my parenting skills, because I you know, and they're always, I get up in the morning, do breakfast for them. I do make sure lunch is there and dinner time. So yes.
Okay.
Speaking about parenting, Deon.
Okay, yes. Go ahead. Go ahead, Newton.
Speaking about parenting, Deon, my children were going Mona Prep at the same time that your son was there. And one of the things that I remembered is that there was always this big shout, Auntie Deon, because
yes, man.
Your mother to the entire Mona Prep.
Oh, you know, sir. What up, Mr.
Because I was there and I realized that when you were around, the other kids didn't even recognize their own parents. It was
yes, Auntie Deon. Yes, they call me. I'm affectionately called Auntie Deon at Mona Prep, and I still go there. You know, although I don't have anybody there every Friday. I'm always at Mona Prep. So much I will start a little partner. So I'm at the banker for a partner there. So I tell you, I wear many hats. You know, I'm the banker for a partner. They have to go there every Friday, and the children they're still calling me Auntie Deon.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, that I remember that was during what I thought was the heights of your career. And I used to wonder how you found so much time to be with these kids when you
man. After I sort them out and love up and dove up and Auntie Deon soon come, then I rush home with mine, organize them, and then I'm off to work.
All right.
Deon, one of the things, one of your credits is the Mighty Queen. No, that was a movie with Denzel Washington.
Let me tell you about that.
Tell us a little about that.
All right, Denzel. I was in my early 20s and was an audition to do the Mighty Queen. Great play, man. I was like a star. It was my first big break. And so they put me up, I think it was that big hotel, Trident Hotel in Portland. Big thing I want to me. I played the beautician. And when I said, look, my mom said, little girl from St. Mary, you know, when me look, me have a big tent, me have makeup. And when you see everybody come people up, I just saw me sit down. Sometimes I don't know what to do with myself. I just sit down. And I'm just, she needs fun and excitement. But I enjoyed every moment. Anyway, she will go on and we do about 3 scenes. And nailed it. I was a beautician. So I worked in the beauty and they would come there, they would meet there, and Denzel come in and talk to me, and we would have great conversation in the script and off script too, because lunchtime, the Denzel Washington and I would be having lunch together. But when the movie come out now, me go down and carry, dress up in a me pretty dandan, look good, step up in a carry. And you know, so me pose me and my loved one beside me because we got a ticket for the loved ones. The loved one, when my part come, all me see on my finger, a massage. One of the guys, there was a scene that I did a massage. That's all. I was edited totally. What I said. But I got the credit, and if you type in my name, Deon Silvera, you will see me there as the beautician, mighty quick. It was a good experience, so. For the life I lived that in those 3 days that man, I don't know why I may relive it. Oh no. Excellent.
There's a comment in the chat. Stuart, maybe you want to read it.
I see my friend bigging me up, Marcia Brown from Canada. Big up Marcia. She is one of the nicest persons. She's a producer in Canada. Good girl. Yes. When you ask me anything, you feel for ask me. They were supposed to have a party for me because I just celebrated birthday, but that is put on the back burner just for you guys tonight.
All right. Okay. What about Better Must Come? Was that what was that experience?
No, man, that was a local movie where I played the mother of the auntie of one of the bad guys. And I think I died in the end. Yeah, so I was very sick in it. I played a diabetic auntie who really loved her nephew, but the nephew are growing. Yeah, that was another good experience, but not as, the movie will come from foreign, come though. It was good though. It was good, and Storm writing was excellent. But I mean, in terms of the excitement at the time with young Deon, but excellent work too again in that show.
You're
and I did another one called.
Okay, the floor is still open.
You're performing anything for us tonight?
Me need to perform.
No, we didn't ask. We didn't ask Deon to perform. No, we didn't. We didn't ask Deon to perform.
I can do a dialect for you or something.
It's not too late.
It's not too late.
Okay, it's up to you.
We still have time.
Yeah, man. You have all the time.
Yeah, man.
All right. Let me see if I remember the little one in a country, girl. Dad, Miss Mabel, me come, me child. Things their tongue for turn your fool. And that is not no lie. I couldn't stay a tongue a week longer, man. I don't think things was so bad. Because the first week, me learn a tongue, me learn a help a job. Me said the lady have things, you see, man. She have things, she have one thing out in the front room. Me never know them have name for that. When she leave here to me, Esmeralda, remember to dust the what's not. She give me one day that same thing, say me fi shine the floor. When me plug in the same thing on me, I shine, I shine the floor. She have things, yes, for turn me fool. Me quite agree. But the one that make me lose the walk, and the one then call TV. Me turn it on. And when I look, I say, man, boy, girl, this a dance and a carry on. So me no want to see that me turn it on. Me turn it on again. This time me see a man post pan it gun. I grab the one crystal vase and flip on him. Just to make him run. But when the employer come home, me did have to run to my child. Me say, Kingston, me know we see you. Said Mary, here I come. Yes, that was
good
one
one,
of
good
those
one.
I'd gotten gold for that many years ago. Yes, Country Girl.
That was great.
It was written by Kenneth Fennell. Yes. So
it's there. I see a hand up in the chat. That's
Thompson and
Crichton.
Condison. Yes.
Condison. Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone.
Hi, good evening, Deon. How are you?
I am so good. I'm so. I really love this club. I think I'm going when things are back to normal, I'm going to pass through.
Okay, great. Okay, so I have it's a two-part thing I have for you tonight. One, of all the things you've done and named and all of this,
yes.
I like you best paired with Oliver.
Oliver.
Yes, right. I like you best paired with him. And yes. I'm just always excited when I see that pairing. It's a very good pairing.
I think so too, but Oliver's supposed to be on listening and I'm not sure if he's there. But him turn big shot and him not play with me again. I'm wanting to tell him, say it is.
Well, if he's listening, just like the way he taunted us with the mango the other day when he was eating that mango, I would have loved for him to, get on there and do something with you.
Yeah, man.
Just for me, I would appreciate it. Just for me.
I'm going to work
there, but just for me. Also,
I really.
Also, was there ever a time in your career when you thought, I don't think this is for me? I know you said you got your start early.
What did you say? If there was a time that I thought that I was going to give up?
Yes, when you thought, I don't think this is really for me.
No, I just only know when COVID is on. We say, why I want one father, why me choose a career? Because it's not one, but I really, no, I don't, I know it's going to be, we will rise again. So it's just this.
Okay. So it's just Oliver bit then, let's
right now. Well, listen now, you see, Oliver and I think of all the male that I've worked with, I honestly can say Oliver and I, we have the best chemistry. The best chemistry.
I love that pairing. It's
Oliver
just so
will look at me and I look at him and we know if we're to go stage right or no, we have an excellent chemistry. But as I said, I don't know. Him turn big time and him just move away from me. But I really am looking forward to working with him again. Another one like that is Valier. Valier and I, big time chemistry,
Yes.
Well, and Glenn Campbell and I did a show, a 2 under once, called One More Time. It was staged at the Barn Theatre, and that was when we discovered we bounced off each other nicely. We did a show, if you remember, Woody's Last Stand. I'm not sure if you remember that one. It was a Jambi's production. And that was well received. I must ask them, I must tell them to forward it again, bring it back. But I will definitely talk to Oliver about that though.
Please. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you.
I will. Thank you so very much. Yes.
Anybody else wants to ask Deon a question?
The little lady, Judith. Judith, why are you smiling and you're not asking any question? Judith, with your honor, your job. Judith. Why are you not
talking? Let me tell you,
I
enjoyed every moment that I watched you in the theater.
Yes. So you see, now you understand where me I come from. I owe them to tell me something now,
No, man. Come on, no, you from way back when. I've been following you from way back when.
When me hot, like in the 20s, man, with it out there, yeah, man. But now you have the younger ones now, Everybody have them time and them, everybody. So, but I'm still getting work. As producer, I like to work with too. It's Marcia Brown, she lives in Canada, but she does excellent writing. And Daly Harris.
You're mentioning Delia. She's one.
She's a star. She's a star girl.
So many things. It's almost unbelievable.
Yeah, man. She's a bright girl. She has St. Mary. Her mom is from St. Mary.
Oh,
so we might be related. The most talented people come from St. Mary. Did you know?
I didn't know that, but I'm finding.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You need.
Talk the thing, Miss Deon. Talk the
Ask me the
thing.
question. When you ask me the questions, you don't need to hear from me. I'm gonna laugh. Ask me the question.
Deon, what was your most hilarious moment on stage?
Hold on.
Which one of your productions?
There's several. I think Ecstasy. Ecstasy.
Okay.
Yesterday, like you saw that show? Yesterday, the little Indian guy there, man. There were a time when he came through the door and I grabbed him and him threw me on to the table. And look here, one night when I look, he was coming down. I don't know where he was going, but by the time I braced him, I couldn't talk. So sometimes some things come at you. Glenn Campbell, he has a way of telling and doing things under the breath. But the one who top it all is Oliver. Him very mischief, him give a lot of trouble on stage. But I think that show though, there's another one that Delia wrote called Judgment. I'd love to do that show again. She brought it back last year, but with a different, some younger people. So that was another favorite of mine.
And what about your most embarrassing?
Laugh and couldn't stop laugh. Ecstasy.
And what about your most embarrassing experience on stage?
All right, I'd gone to same show again, Ecstasy. I'd gone to Miami to do the play, and they paint the place with a paint that I was allergic to. And when I went out, the place sell out, crowd gather. As I said, the people only come lock off the place. And when I open my mouth, nothing. It was so embarrassing. I don't know what happened, but when I came back to Jamaica, and so I mimed the show right back to the first scene. I just kept miming, and you know, I didn't know what, so I kept miming the show, and people are laughing. But in my head, oh God, this is a disaster. And so Annie, there was the stage manager, Annie, and she gave, so open your mouth, and she threw 2 extra strength through the head. And that was what my voice came back. Then later when I went to the doctor, I realized that I had an allergic reaction, an acute allergic reaction
to the paint.
Yeah. Yes, bad. I don't know what happened. But at the end of it, by scene 2, it came back and I was good to go again. And you know, at the end of it, they stood up and got a standing ovation. So, you know, but to me, it was bittersweet. It was embarrassing. And we have had other embarrassing moments, but that was the most embarrassing one. And that's nothing, but like I've had ones where you forget lines, but if you have a good support team, they will come at you with the lines. Yes. Nobody wants to hear about my father and the whole of our children we have.
Tell us.
Tell us.
One time when we don't count, we are here, so between my mother's children and my father, would have we way past 20 rolling. Yes, I'm from a very big family. And yesterday somebody sent me a picture of a girl who lives in the States, who I was told is my sister, from another district nearby, about a mile from there, called Crescent. Not true, I'll check it out. Because sometimes they will tell lie on him too. He was a contractor and a builder. And you know, to him build solid foundation, them just tell it lies on him.
Nice, you put it.
Mr. Chong, I don't hear from you. Leo Chong, I just see your 2 shiny eyes looking at me.
I really want to ask you a question.
How it goes?
You want me to ask you a question?
Sure.
Have you ever thought of putting this down in a book? I have been listening to a part of Jamaica's history that can compete with Louise Bennett.
Oh, God.
And I really don't think it should be documented and put out there, properly done.
And you know, honestly, I've never thought of it. I always just laugh, but just today, it's just ironic that today when I told Oliver I was going to be on, he said he'd be watching. I'm not sure if he got on. And he was saying, Deon, you still can't give away too much, because what if somebody wants your story? And I know they will, you know, so you have to kind of hold back for, you know. So it's just the irony of the whole thing now where you're asking questions. So Mr. Chong, I'm gonna ask you to organize it for me, sir.
If I could, I would. But I'm not so hot on the reader. I'm not so hot on the reader right these days. Cold muddy, they call it.
Recently, a young miss said Doreen Buchanan is doing a magazine, and she told me she's going. I'll be the featured person for this month, for August or July, I think. Yes.
Okay. Okay, I think we can go for two more. Is there whoever wants to just come right in?
But honestly, when you're back to natural instead of virtual, I'd love to be a part of your company.
Okay. We'll take you up on that.
Yes, yes.
Thanks.
Only me.
All right,
only.
I look forward to. I look forward to receiving an autographed copy of the book.
Yes, no, man, you'll be the first to get one. No, and I'm a girl too. No, my word is my bond.
I know.
Honestly, my word is my bond.
Don't let it die like that.
No,
I won't.
I would. And I met Miss Lou. You know, we met, and you know, for her 100th birthday, I did a poem for her. Well, you know, should have passed. Uriah Preach. And they've asked me to do like ring ting, that version. JCDC, I've done some work for them, playing Miss Lou.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, counting down. Who else? Anybody else?
Yes, excuse me.
Yes.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Our protocols observed.
Yes.
I really love your spirit.
No man, when what Miss Thompson?
Yes.
Me love people, bad, you know.
I see that. I would listen to you the whole evening.
Yeah, and I recently celebrated my birthday, my big one.
Birthday.
Yes, Wednesday last, the 23rd of June. Thanks.
And it's true to talking about love people, you know, because I'll meet you.
Happy birthday. Yes.
Oh, this girl is. Yeah, man. Thanks so much, Miss Thompson. Miss Thompson.
Yes, you really present. You really present Miss Louise Bennett well and the others.
Oh, thank you so very much. Thank you.
Down to earth and everything. Keep it up.
Yes, man. Yes, man. That's true. And anywhere you see me, if you see me out there, please feel free for just lick me from my shoulder and say, Deon, I don't have any ears about that. Trust me. Just call me out. Deon, see me, I was a part of the Kiwanians.
Yes, and I'm all the way in Westmoreland.
Oh, that's where you are. Yes, I love your place.
Thank you.
Man.
All the best.
Yes, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so very much. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Yes. And I will be coming to those meetings as well.
Okay, can't wait. Presentation.
Please invite me. You can invite me when you're ready.
Sure will, yes.
All right.
So Deon,
okay.
I should invite you to my meeting
as
well.
Go ahead, Michael. Go ahead.
Who is this? I know this face. Very
yes,
well.
you should.
I know this face. This is my friend. President Michael.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, you know.
I'm good. Good to see you again.
Yes, it's nice seeing you too.
Look here,
I'm just asking whether or not I should invite you to my club meeting as well.
Please feel free, Mr. Stewart. Look here. Mr. Stewart almost didn't get me in because I remember Mr. Stewart wanted me before the birthday, and I was saying, Mr. Stewart, I won't be able to, but he was persistent. Trust me, he was.
I know
Who
how
is
to get
Uncle Andy?
I know how to get you, so I'm
I
going to
see
work
my
on
uncle
that.
just now on the screen.
Deon, these males are only invited.
That's one of my uncle. I just see him coming up from Miami. Uncle Andy, how are you?
doing?
We're good.
Good.
That's my country uncle. You know how you do? My father, my mommy's brother.
I'm doing excellent.
Yes, I see that.
I'm doing excellent.
What are we coming out carrying from this meeting?
Deon?
You're getting.
Deon.
Yes.
The males here, they can only invite you to their meetings because they are all male club.
Oh, it's all
I am
male.
inviting
So
you to join my club.
And this is Pam Rodney.
Yeah.
Where are you? Where are you?
Kiwanis Club of Constant Spring.
And I'm right there. All right.
There you go. You can't
I
join
live
their
at
club
Melbourne
because
Corner.
they're all male.
DLGE.
Auntie Deon.
Yes, I'm listening.
I was inviting her so she could join your club.
Nice comeback.
Auntie
Deon, I will get in touch with you here.
Please
Deon.
do. You can all take the number right now, all of you. My number, please write, is 462
Which one? 8? Did you say 84?
My number is 876-462-1428.
I got it.
Yeah, man.
Auntie Deon, I'm telling you from now, this is CP Joan Phillips Bennett from Michael, past student of Edna. Love you.
Oh,
and I
love
know
you
that
more.
my Edna Manley family would be great to hear you talk with them because, some are we old folks and some are we young folks. We all love theater and we're in it for all of our lives.
Oh, true. Yeah, man, the world is theater, Thank you so very much. Belated happy birthday.
No man, TV.
So Labyrinth.
Deon,
yes.
Deon, you will see familiar face at Constant Spring, so come on over.
All right, I will. Just call me, man.
Okay.
I will be there.
President Richard. President Richard.
Yes.
Never let it be said that you did not observe Kiwani's protocol.
Indeed.
By having a motion on the table moved by me to have the meeting extended.
Yes, there's a motion by
Stuart.
For a second motion for extension of time.
I second.
Seconded. Okay, thank you.
Seconded. Okay, are we at the end of this part? Or is there anybody who wants to get in a quick one? Okay, I think we are just about it. It's clear that it's clear. Okay, who is that? Come on, go ahead.
Yes, this is President Lillian from Kiwanis Club of the First City. Deon,
yes.
I met, yes, my dear, I met you at a wedding reception at Waterfalls.
Wow, who's wedding?
It was the Allens.
Oh,
it was the Allens.
Oh, the Allens. Several Allens. Which one?
Jason and Francine.
Oh, yes. I remember. No, the wedding that it turn up,
Listen to me, girl, and let me tell you something.
Francine, when it turn up.
Man, took so long to arrive at
the venue. I remember. The old style spotlight. Yes, I remember. Morgan?
You're breaking up. You're breaking up.
It's me breaking up?
No, not you. Not you. President
Lillian.
The president, right. Lillian, right. She's breaking up.
Yes,
okay.
Yes. I remember that wedding.
Deon, you know, we have somebody designated to do a thank you. We also have a certificate of appreciation. She's gonna only say virtual tonight, but I will have the pleasure of
before you go though, Mr. Before you go though, Mr.
You know, you can let me know afterwards.
Mr. Stewart, I know I just want to tell you, I just want to really thank you guys for inviting me. Honestly, it's been a pleasure. I wrote a script which was something totally different because I had a different concept. But coming in now I hear, you know, I just decided to just talk, and it felt real, and I'm happy I took on that format. Thanks again for having me.
Yes. Well, I'm going to ask past district trustee Ralston Nunes, who has been designated to do the vote of thanks for you.
Okay,
Ralston?
thank you.
Are you hearing me, Mr.?
Yes, Mr. Ralston.
I'm now hearing you, yes, just now.
I don't know. I really don't know what to say because everybody said everything already. You know,
So what you say, man?
I always thought you were one person.
Me no one.
No, but one person can't do so much things. But then you come from a family of over 20 odd.
Many, yes.
I understand, you know, but President Richard, fellow Kiwanians, you know, Jamaica internationally is recognized as a small nation, and that we have played some very significant roles in the world and in international affairs. Somebody mic is on?
Sorry, the background noise. No, some other mics are open, please, the background noise, please. Okay, go ahead, Rasta.
So, our impact as a country in the world is primarily because of our people. And among them, you have some that stand out in a very distinctive way. You have Louise Bennett Coverley, Rex, Ralston Nunes, and I have to say Ralston 2 times.
Yes.
People like Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, Madge Sinclair.
Yes.
And this evening, we have been privileged to have among us one who could easily sit among those persons and be comfortable.
Oh.
Group of eminent persons.
You're gonna make me cry.
Yeah, man. The down-to-earth manner in which you, Deon, told us that familiar story that a lot of us experience, the country come a town story. It's very common to a lot of us. Some of us don't remember it. And I always say, you know, that if all of us was to leave town and go back to our roots, town empty.
True, not true.
I tell you. But my dear, you are an inspiration, you know, and your story tell all the Jamaican that the sky is not the limit. That's like when people say the sky is the limit, it's a favor because you have put a light to that. The performance that I would have wanted to see though was Joel. And you know
oh, I still can give you a piece of it.
To dance. You know, but really thank you very much for sharing your time in a very happy and light-hearted way. I think this meeting could go on and on and on because everybody is so comfortable and enjoying the moment.
Sure.
So when you tell us that you are available to come again, it's something that we look forward to.
Feel free.
We are extremely, extremely pleased that you came. I know that you will have a token for you that maybe you can find space on one of the walls because I'm sure you have so many different awards and things.
Wow, I like this.
You understand would look good too.
Thank you so very much.
We hear everybody trying to grab your attention to join their club, and Pam want to join, and
Constance, you look like they're
join.
gone with me.
Thompson from Westmoreland want to join. But although we are a male club, you know, there's nothing in our bylaws that you can't accept a lady, you know. So the difference is that we would be
Raleigh.
I'll be visiting.
Yeah. But really, you brought laughter, you brought happiness to us this evening, and we are extremely grateful for it. We continue to wish you well.
Thank you.
Remain safe so that we can enjoy so much more of your performance as we go forward. And because of you, it gives us even more reasons to be anxious and to be impatient about when we can return to normality.
Sure.
Come and see some of your acting. Again, on behalf of the Kiwanis Club of Kingston and President Richard, I want to thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so very much. Wow, that make me feel so special.
Yeah, but don't cry, don't cry.
Look here, you said you wanted a performance from Ecstasy. So there was this little, just me always say, yes, sweet boy. Yeah, you know, remember that line? The famous sweet boy line? Only that me a gift today.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yes.
Over to you.
Mr. Richard, Mr. Reese.
Over to you, President Richard.
Mr. Reese, how you doing, sir?
I'm good, I'm good. Yes.
DP Stewart, can you take down the, can you stop sharing now?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Yes,
okay.
It was certainly a pleasure. And that's why we had Sweet Boy read the vote of thanks. All right?
Real sweet boy.
Yes, man. And he's a pilot, you know, that's why he said the sky is not a limit.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Mr. Reese, how is my darling friend Pam?
Yeah, she's fine. She's fine.
Can you give her my love?
I will.
Convey my regards, please.
Definitely.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think me never know Mr. Reese. Never know me know you.
We never know him know you either.
We go way back. We go far.
From Customs Day.
My sister worked there many years ago. But I know him differently. My friend Camille.
Okay. We're now at the segment where we have the Sergeant at Arms, DP Earl Spencer. After that, we'll have our notices, thought for the week, and termination. So over to you, Sarge.
Tell the Sergeant don't try no jokes after this.
I mean, you know, after Deon, I have to
stay. I can still be a part. I can stay.
Yes,
I'm allowed to stay.
Yes,
yes, definitely.
Yeah, man, we want you to stay.
Yes.
But I don't want to sound like competition because I will be in trouble.
All right, no problem.
We don't have any. Normally, we at this stage of the night we try to find things to find people and make them contribute to the kitty. But since this COVID thing is spoiled it up bad because no matter what you charge anybody, we haven't worked out how to do it. But I always have to end with a story. Sometimes it's really a joke. Sometimes nobody laughs. But because of the same virtual situation, we don't really know the reaction. But I think this may suit the Jamaican scene because it's an old story, but it's twist the Jamaican scene. Guy gone to Miami. So a young man from Jamaica moves to Miami and he goes to a big department store, shopping, a big department shopping complex, looking for a job. The manager says to him, "Do you have any sales experience?" He says, "No, boss. I was a salesman back in the streets of Kingston." He said, "Well, you look like you could do the job. You start tomorrow." I come down after we close and see how you did. His first day on the job was rough, but he got through. After the stores locked up, the boss came down and said, well, how many sales did you make today? The Jamaican guy said, man, just one sale. The boss said, just one? No, man, you see here our sales people average 30 sales per day. If you want to keep this job, you better be doing better than just one sale. Anyway, how much was the sale? The guy said to him, $301,237.64. He said, one sale? What the hell did you sell? He said, well, boss, first thing we sell him one little fish hook. A medium-sized fish hook. Then we sell him a big fish hook. Then we sell him one fishing rod and some fishing things. Then we ask him, where am I go fishing? And him say, down on the coast. So me tell him, say, you go want a boat? So we go down to the boating department and we sell him one of them twin engine Chris Craft. Then him say, me not think my Honda Civic can pull it. So me take him down to the automotive department and me sell him the 4x4 Blazer. Then me ask him, say, where am I gonna sleep? And him say, since him never have no way, make me take him down to the camping department and sell him one of the new Igloo 6-sleeper camper. Then the man said, while we're there on it, might as well we fling in about $100 worth of groceries and 2 cases of beer. The boss said, you're not serious. A guy coming here to buy a fish hook and you sold him a boat, a 4x4 truck and a tent? The Jamaica young man said, no, sir. He never come for that. Him come to buy one box of tampon for him wife. And me tell him, say, well, since your weekend mash up, you might as well just go do some fishing. That's the story.
Oh, you did well. You did well.
Thank you, Deon.
Well, they must find you for that.
No matter when it's very good, they find you plenty. And when it's very bad, they find you more. You can't please them all.
You did well. You did well. You tell the story well.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you. I'm working on it, though, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
The fishing.
You need to just tap on the punchlines so you get them. Yes.
And you should not laugh. You should not laugh.
Yeah. When Oliver do it and him don't laugh at all, I can't reach the part. But I had a friend, you know, who started to give a joke. He couldn't finish it, you know. He laugh it right through.
Him laugh for the whole joke.
Yeah.
There's a new thing now called TikTok. You need to go on it.
Ah.
TikTok.
Deon, could you say Orakabessa again for me?
Orakabessa. Orakabessa.
Yes, you said it so distinct, you know. But some people call it Rakabessa.
Hey, man, they were the order. Orakabessa. Which place you're from?
I'm from Westmoreland.
Oh, Westmoreland. Yes, yeah. Quite a few of you. So no St. Mary's in this group today. Yes, so we don't have anybody from St. Mary here apart from my uncle. I don't know my uncle get on, you know, but him get on, I see him. And him there in Miami.
You have St. Ann people in
Uncle.
Hi, Deon.
Hi, who this?
This is Barry. I'm from Orakabessa.
Nice. Where there? Coleraine, Canapan, where?
Gibraltar.
Gibraltar. See there? Because we have many districts within the place, you know. Yeah, man, Gibraltar. Eh?
Sure is Gibraltar and St. Mary, not Gibraltar and St. Ann.
No, man, we have a Gibraltar and St. Mary. Right near James Bond Beach, overlooking the city. I'm
just messing around because I'm from
Him
I'm
come
just
from
messing around because I'm from St. Anne and I know Gibraltar is there
Oh,
as well.
you know that Gibraltar. Yeah, man, we have a place, you know. Although
no,
them
no,
say a poor parish.
Barry is from the rich part of St. Mary. Gibraltar is way up on the top. Him and the minister live over the same place.
All right. See there.
That is not my fault. That is not my fault.
Make them know you're overlooking
He came
the
after you,
sea.
Barry. He came after you, Barry.
Very rich community.
No, man, you see the view of Gibraltar? Beautiful.
Tell them, Deon, tell them.
Just like the Gibraltar.
Yes,
The
yes.
Rock of Gibraltar.
Nice, man. Nice place. Nice place.
On the rock.
About an acre for 20 mil.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Barry left St. Mary and went to KC.
Who don't have no country.
I won't be the first to do that.
No, I know. You have quite a few, and they're gone back to St. Mary though.
Okay.
Yeah, Jamila, you know?
Same one, Orange, same one.
On a ramp rough.
Mr. President, I think you can officially close the meeting and then keep it open after.
Terminate the meeting.
We're going to invite DLG Willie to bring the notices and announcements, and then DP Stuart will bring the float of the week, and we have termination.
Okay. Thank you, President Richard. In respect to notice and announcements, I only have one notice. The Kiwanis Club at downtown Kingston is inviting us to their fish fry this Friday. This was the one that was postponed from last week. The drive-through, curbside, 13 West Kings House Road. Is both fried fish and steamed fish. $1,850 each, or combined $3,500 per couple. Interclubbing opportunities, I will advise the members in the morning, where we will be going tomorrow as well as Thursday. At this time, President Richard, I would like to yield to Director Designate Leighton Wilson, who wants to say something. Is Leighton there, sir?
Go ahead, Leighton. And you can mute DLG Willie.
Well, we wait on Leighton in respect to intercoming opportunities.
Unmute DLG Willie.
Okay, is Leighton
No,
up?
I believe Leighton wanted to say something, but
yes,
he's not coming on. You may just want to open it up to the room if any clubs have any announcements.
Yes.
Or
DLG Willie?
opportunity. Thank you.
DLG Willie?
Yes, go ahead, Sandra.
Yeah, this is Divisional Secretary Sandra. Just reminding all the clubs of our entertainment for this weekend. We have the Clash of the Sarges, and y'all can't afford to miss this. This will be Sunday, July 4th, 6 p.m. The flyer has been shared and will continue to share. We will have entertainment, music by King Shiloh. Our MC will be DLGE Fire McKnight. Our entertainment will be Demario McDowell and President Michael Powell, and we have a special guest judge. You don't want to miss it. It's all free, but come with your pocket full of money because we're gonna be charging you left, right, and center. So come prepared to have some fun. It's gonna be fun, galore. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Yuan and Leighton, are you with us? Okay. While we wait, last VP Stuart.
Yes, I have to move on.
Proceed with the thought of the week.
Okay. Thank you, President Richard. Just two short ones for the thoughts for the week. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be the doubts we have of today. And the other one says, don't be distracted by criticism. Remember that the only taste of success some people get is to take a bite out of you. And those are my two thoughts for the week.
Thank you.
Back to you, President.
Yes, thank you. I just checked what Kiwani and Leighton seems to be offline. Yes. So at this time we'll move to our toast. Fellow Kiwanians and guests, I ask you to raise your glasses and drink a toast to Kiwanis International Jamaica land.
Toast Kiwanis International Jamaica.
This meeting of the Kiwanis Club of Kingston is hereby terminated.
But you may hang around.
We can move to
Thanks again, Deon.
Yes.
Thanks.
You do have to go.
See me, I drink my water. I don't know what it symbolizes, but I drink it.
DP Stewart.
Yes.
Can you read that last quote again for me, please?
Okay. It says, don't be distracted by criticism. Remember that the only taste of success some people get is to take a bite out of you.
I like it.
I
like it.
Take a bite out of what?
Out of you.
Out of you.
You. Yeah, the only taste of success they'll get is take a bite out of you. I like it.
Yeah,
and that explains the relationship between me and you, Judith.
Did Raleigh say between me and you, Judith?
Yes.
When did you bite me?
It's not a bite, it's a bite.
Careful now, this is supposed to be a PG.
Get it first.
Recording.
How we call it?